Matthews, Matthews chapter 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, should the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. I like to give all prayers and honor and glory to YAHAWASHI, the Wali YAHAWASHI, for giving us apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word of sincerity and truth, for being faith-based, being prepared for what is to come and what is to come. Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chips, the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles in the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lift up the whole full like into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. I brought this out to the comes to this video, just a vessel seeking salvation. And I'm just doing some morning leisure right before I go, finish up this week, get to camp. No, so we could do the will of YAHAWASHI, and His will is for us to prepare the coming of our glorious King, and He sent it back with His army. So that's what we do. And this verse jumped out at me, and a few other verses, just based on the title, if it's the same what I'm saying now, the glorious return of YAHAWASHI. The glorious return of YAHAWASHI. So, I saw this word, right? Immediately. It stuck out real hard body to me. And I was like, wow. So I just found a couple of verses to go, just to complement this verse, precept upon precept. So let's read this verse again. Alright, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days. What days? Jacob's trouble, man. All this hell that's about to break loose, man. The sun shall be darkened. And from what? From the missiles. And the moon shall not give her light. From the missiles, man. And the stars shall fall from heaven. And those stars is not going to be falling from heaven. It's going to be those missiles, man. Alright? Which makes logical sense, because I found this verse, right? This verse jumped in my head. Alright? Let's go find this one. See. Powers. This one. Alright? So it says, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. And it says, and it reads, right? It says, But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So that clarified that what YAHAWASHI is speaking right here, because these words isn't red. Alright, so that the heavens that's going to be melted up with fervent heat and burn is this heaven of Ashashua. Alright, it's going to be divided by it. It's a part of our ushering in our King. I do believe the word harem, if I'm correct. We are prophesying the coming of our Lord, the greatest man ever. Besides Yahweh. It's Yahweh, then it's YAHAWASHI. Alright, so let's read this verse again. It says, Matthew chapter 24, verse. And this what I got the title from was from this chapter, which it says, the glorious return of YAHAWASHI. So Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. Immediately after this tribulation, it's gonna be some tribulation, man. So this is real fast. Let's go to the word tribulation. Slovakia. And yeah, the time is 4:05 a.m. in the morning. Well, August 20th, 2022, the year to turn up. I'm turning up, man. It's turning up, man. That's why we gotta keep adding fuel to the fire, so the fire gets more hot and kindle, cook. You know? So Slovakia. This is for the word tribulation.
Strong's G 1161. De.
Right. Slovakia. Was that the word tribulation? Oh, jeez. Slovakia. It wasn't tribulation. That wasn't tribulation. This is tribulation. Slovakia.
Strong's G 2347. Thlipsis.
That's it. Slovakia. A pressing together pressure. Oppression. It's going to be a word that's going to stick out. That's going to truly explain this situation. Let me see what this word is.
Oppression.
That's the word. Tribulation. It's going to be oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straight. Okay, that word straight sticks out harder because this is your tribulation is going to be a part of your test run to the straight that you get to YAHAWASHI. Go to the light, you know. So that's what it's about, you know. Tribulation. Immediately after those, we could put another word. We could immediately after the distress, the strait, the oppression of those days, shall the sun be darkened. Immediately. That means those missiles, man. Those missiles gonna be blocking out the sun, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. Those stars that's in the sky is never gonna fall. But these stars, they're gonna go up from one side of the earth over to the other side, and they're gonna come down. They're gonna look like stars falling. And that was this analogy, you know, the YAHAWASHI. That was a parable, which is being broken down to us now. All right. So we read Peter's that clarifies that when we're talking about something that's going to be hitting the earth. All right. And the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. It's going to look, the heavens is the sky. It's going to look like the stars is falling out the sky. And the powers of heaven shall be shaken. The power of heaven, of this heaven, this is Anshan's heaven, shall be shaken. You about to get ran down on Anshashi by YAHAWASHI. Alright? The verse just popped in my head earlier when I was just thinking about this verse, and he's gonna come back in his gloriousness for you, man. He's sick of you too, Anshashi. Anshashi. YAHAWASHI sick of you. But it certainly ain't gotta play out. See, it tells you right here, the next verse. Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. And then And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. He's gonna have it gonna be on the chariot, man. Some glorious moments, man. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Okay, we're gonna remember. You remember your king, man. You're gonna see him. All the tribes, the whole earth gonna mourn. Right? And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven. That's those chariots with the power of great glory, man. It's gonna be powerful, man. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah. So I was thinking about this one. So this is not gonna be no regular introduction. This is not gonna be regular, man. You ain't gonna coming down here and you gonna do something to him again. You out of your damn mind. Hold on for a second. Hey, shalom. So, he's gonna come meet you, Joshua, in his perfect form, as he was with Yahawah. Okay? And he's gonna look for vocab person. Listen to vocab, man. What was your problem with my team? Vocab, you better hope you Yashana. You better hope you wanted to part of the tribes. You go, I don't believe y'all the ones. Y'all can't be the ones. Man, crazy. Get to the point real fast. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. See, at the same time, we know this verse, right? Your nakedness is gonna be uncovered, man. We're gonna reveal everything that you've done. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. All the wicked shit you've done. This is what's happening right now. That's why it's leading up to the elite of how you say the you know their names. All the way on top. There's always somebody at the top or something. He's gonna be the one that all this is gonna figure right into your hand. Evan about child. Thy nakedness should be uncovered. Yea, thy shame should be seen. I will take vengeance. Who's that gonna take vengeance? YAHAWASHI. And I will not meet thee as a man. He's gonna come back in his ultimateness, man. It's gonna be glorious, bro. It is, man. Shalakia. It's gonna be glorious. And you ain't gonna do nothing about it but squirm up like a little squirmy twerp you are. Okay, when you see this glorious power, he gonna look at you. He gonna be huge, man. He gonna shrink down to your size. He gonna be huge. He's not gonna meet you as a man. You know that gloriousness. Your power. Alright, you think about it. You know, he had his centurion soldiers, right? They surrounded him, ripped all his clothes off, beat him up. He was right. YAHAWASHI was a regular man. He had powers back then, but his job was not his time to do his gloriousness that he's going to do to you now. This is the difference, man. Salakia, 1 second again. Salakia. So yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna walk on air. He's gonna be standing on top of the chariot, which makes logical sense. Just to show off to you. He's gonna come. He's gonna show up to show out and show off to you the things you want to do. Joshua. You ain't gonna never do. You getting old. You getting scrawny looking. You ain't about nothing. I got lots of examples. You know what I mean? When I get around Ashashua, they scrawny. You know? Twerp looking. He want back. He want back was his, and the earth is his. You are his. Okay, let's prove that real fast. Let's prove that the earth is his, and it's a simple verse. You really gotta go through much. You know, in certain verses you could just what is it called? They say you hopscotching or something like that. I don't know. But when you under do that precept, I get that understanding. Okay. See, I was thinking about this. Just thinking about this. This is jump. So jumped in my mind right now at this second. So just to prove that, just this little part right here. All right. It says Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So that means you didn't earn nothing. You was given it because based upon I know more reason why you was given the earth because based upon our disobedience to YAHAWASHI. And look what you did. This will clarify that you, like when new management take over, what they do, they change up shit. Okay? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If the new management didn't come change up shit, who did this thing? It ain't Elam. it ain't the Indians. It ain't the Chinese. Cause I don't see no Gookie. I mean, I don't see no I don't see none of these stuff all around. I see Esau. I see the so-called white man. Everything is around. You look around, you see all his shit, all his wickedness all around. This is some wicked shit. Okay. You did. You're new.